Hello everyone and welcome to episode 178 of Moogle Go Radio. I am your host Chili as we talk about... I was about to say the intro to my other podcast because it's been so long that... We're back! But we're back!
I was going, wait for it.
I mean, it makes sense this time because we've been away. We have been away for a month. So we're back!
I can find away from streaming though. It was just mainly podcasting because I may or may have not have been on holiday.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say we're back, not I am back. Because although we have been here individually, together, we have not come together for a while.
It's been weird not doing haven't done a podcast in a while. Even though we only do it bi-weekly, which is like every 2 weeks. Well, not every 2 weeks. It's
every 2 weeks.
We do it 2 weeks in a month.
Yeah, twice a month.
Twice a month. And
so
somehow
how are you?
We have 178 episodes.
I'm
178.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Cursed with 178 podcasts.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish it was only 178 that I've done. I wish I'd only done 178 podcasts. But joining us is the lovely content creator, Judgment Scythe, aka Lorelai. Damn it, I said the name wrong now. Lorelai.
You were close. You were close. It's Lorelai, but close.
Lorelai. We were practicing it before this episode, before we started streaming, and now that we're streaming...
As soon as you press the record button or the start stream button, everything goes downhill when it comes to...
Good, I did press the record button.
If there isn't some kind of hiccup when you're recording a podcast, did you really record a podcast?
It's true, we don't edit anything out, so it's fine.
No, I've edited stuff out in the past. I think,
You haven't told me this.
No, but I think I've edited, 2 things out in, 178 episodes. And I think that was mainly... I can't even remember what it was. I just remembered that something happened. I don't know. I just remember something happened, and then I had to cut out, 5 seconds of, something. I don't remember what. I just remember it has happened. It has happened. But anyway...
recent, or has it been,
No, years ago.
It's fine. That was young Paul's problem.
Yeah. Not older Paul.
No, it's not my problem.
So, Lorelai, would you like to tell us what you do? What you're up to?
So yeah, I do way too many things. I stream on Twitch as, evidence to Judgment Scythe, but I also I write and edit audio and video for a website called The Games Line, which used to be the video game Choo Choo before we rebranded to have a more professional name. Because a lot of companies were like, the video game Choo Choo, that's a joke. And I was like, no, I miss the chooch. But yeah, so I do a lot of games journalism, and I also professionally edit comic books as well. So I wear a lot of hats, and I enjoy doing all of them.
That is amazing, though, especially the editing part. That's really cool.
Comic books rule.
Yeah.
I'm happy I am the least qualified here.
I mean, I write about video games sometimes, and then I talk about them. Well done. I'm not grateful. Trust me. There is a bar.
I am on reviews. What are you on about?
That is true.
Yes. But yeah, streaming-wise, I mostly play Final Fantasy XIV, which is why I'm here. I do a lot of Party Finder and just roulettes with friends and stuff like that, because, you can't just live your life in Party Finder. I mean, I could probably, just because I like helping people clear their first times. But even then, it's just fun to go out and do your roulettes, and you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes it's pure chaos, and sometimes it's watching 2 tanks fight each other for aggro for 10 minutes, making a fight take longer and laughing the whole time. It's fun.
Isn't that all of them? Isn't that every tank? Okay.
Except for me. I like to play a game now where it used to be a game of let's see how long before I have to turn my tank stance on and take over. And now it's a game of let's see how long I can keep myself from taking aggro with my tank stance on. So it's like constant like shirk on cooldown kind of fun. But it's fun times.
Yeah, I'll need to tell my fucking tanks that then, because they don't remember to put their tank stances on.
Just play a game of when you're the off tank of how long can I not have aggro?
But I'm the healer. I can't do that. I don't have that ability. I have the hopes and prayers that my DPS don't die, which my DPS have died before, and it's been quite funny.
Yeah, I mean that is the most entertaining part sometimes.
I mean, our fun part is in P9S, because there's one of our tanks kept forgetting to put the tank stance on, so they would often get the samurai in our group would often get the tank buster first time.
Oh, yeah. That's my favorite thing. I got to the point where, as a dancer, I was the one getting that opening tank buster, because the dancer's opener is actually like really, really strong.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and the other healer
nice being like, yeah, I'm the one who dies.
No, me and the other healer have got so good at it now that we can actually keep them alive.
Yeah, same. We have an oh shit button for our ninja.
You can keep a melee doesn't instantly die.
No, not to the first one. As long as they take it off after the first hit, they can survive it.
Mm-hmm.
I pop my shield and my damage reduction on them as a white mage, and then the other healer pops a big shield on them, and they normally survive the first hit. Now, if they get hit again, they die.
Yeah, they're dead.
But we can keep them alive for one hit.
Wild.
So we're very good healers.
No, I'm not a very good healer. I just know that I've just learned it. We've learned it now.
we have an oh shit macro. If that ever happens again, I just press it, so it just puts it all on them. I'm like, yep, cool.
Please put on your tank stance, please.
No, we yell at them in Discord.
Oh no, we just laugh now. It's happened a few times, and now it's just like something that we laugh at. Like we don't even find like it's just funny. Like, doesn't help that doesn't help that I rate at 2 a.m. and don't care that much. I'm like, yay!
I mean, that's the thing is like I can't bring myself to super care when I'm in Party Finder about like people making mistakes. Like honestly, I just find it like kind of comedic and entertaining. Like I get a little bit of entertainment from it. I'm constantly doing is this the poll where someone's going to leave? Because I'm never one who is going to leave. I'm not the kind of person where if people are making mistakes, because you never know, it could be their second attempt at a clear. I just want people to be.
And then you have groups.
Clear.
Then we have groups like last night, like this weekend, where we had 2 tanks join from the Party Finder because our tanks were away, and that was the first. I think it was the first time we had to leave right away because the tank we were 11 strike prog, and they kind of ran in and pulled before we could put positions down, and then they did something else. It was like, oh no, not no.
Gave the 5-second countdown when you have.
No, they didn't even do countdown. They just ran in.
Oh, great. One of those.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
And then we're like, okay, here is the square. Stand around the square so that we know where everyone is standing for positionals. And he's like, yeah, sure. And then he stood nowhere.
Guys rated in EU. Don't you use macros?
I raid on NA. Thank you very much.
You raid on NA. I raid on EU.
I was gonna say, like, don't y'all use macros? What?
Yes, we do.
Like, I had a group in NA where somebody posted a macro, and I was just like, oh, thank God. I know where I need to go for everything, and I could just write R2, and we can pull the boss. Yep. And then half the group quit.
Our tank actually has a macro for 11 strike. It's great. Is it 11 strike? The one where you run around in a circle.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's taken me this long to remember that name because I just remember it as the one where we
11 strike 1, 11 strike 2.
Well, I just remember it's the one where we're running this.
Strike one, and then we call the second one Limit Cut 2. Even though, why not just call it Chimeric? Because that's what it's called.
But anyway, we kind of... our tank now has a macro to pop at the bottom, so we know which direction we're going in. I guess we're bad.
Nah, you're not bad. There's no such thing as bad. There's only...
No, I'm bad.
No.
You're
just learning.
Do you do JP, or do you literally run around with it?
I think JP. I don't know. We
no,
go,
it sounds like you do Uppo.
I don't know. We do numbers go to 5, I think, and no numbers go to 1, and then you rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise based on something to do with something that I don't know, and then
definitely Uppo. I don't like JP at all.
Yeah, that is Uppo, because you are opposite of one another.
That's okay.
Good. That's how I learned it. I think that is the best way to learn it. The best way to re-clear is the JP method. 6 goes to the first tower, 2 has the first one to the side, then 8 to the second tower, then 4 to the side, and then 2 to the tower, 6 to the side.
Are you reading the macro, or are you reading the guide?
No,
the guide real quick.
I'm reading out of my head.
Yep. See, that is exactly how it's done. Perfect.
And then,
no wonder your tank's left.
And then the blue circling majig, the one with the blue circling majig above his head, he runs to the wall first, and then everyone else either moves clockwise or anti-clockwise depending on the thing, based on the thing. And then that person runs to the wall, and then the first person that does it often you would just move forward rather than running ahead, because that way you got less chance of knocking into the other person. So you'll wait until the numbers group comes back to the one with the thing.
Are you on 10 yet?
No, we're still on 9 because we keep losing everyone.
No, if you ever need help, feel free to shoot me a message.
Thank you.
I can tank or ranged DPS.
And now I get kicked because our raid leader will listen to the podcast later on. Is like, what the hell has he been doing this entire time? No wonder we've not been winning. Our healer's been doing.
I mean, you have 11 strike down. Like, you've got how to do it right.
Our healer has been doing been doing P12S while we've been doing 9.
I mean, is your raid leader still Wrath, or?
Yeah, Rafok's still my leader. Go Rafok.
I will message him to see if he wants a permanent tank. What days you do?
Tuesdays and Sundays.
Okay, that's fine. You do it at like 2 a.m. So that's like no skin off my back. I do nothing on those days.
1:30 a.m. till 3:30 a.m.
Oh boy, that's some late night raiding.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still awake at those times anyway. So
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that's like noon for me. But
I've got level boobles still there. I just have to get through all the patches. The patches can be quite quick if I skip all the.
Yeah. And gear will be cheaper. So
yeah. I've got like a mill on there anyway, so I can just buy.
I can just give you it. You can get a full set of gear at like 2 mil, I think. And because 6.5 is dropping, I guess we should talk about that soon. The live letter was announced.
Oh yeah.
What tank have you got currently?
I don't know.
All of them.
I don't remember what tank Rafok is. I'm sorry.
I think he's a warrior, isn't he?
I think so. I think he's a warrior.
The last time
I wanted to say warrior, but I didn't want to, because he has all the tanks leveled up. So I think he's a warrior.
I think the closest thing I could level really quickly is my Dark Knight. I think so.
At least you're not a gunbreaker.
No, I would not put myself through that pain of playing gunbreaker.
Yeah.
But patch 6.5, 6.5,
yeah,
4?
6.5.
5.
We should learn more details this Sunday at 7 a.m. BST, 6 a.m. GMT, or 4 p.m. AST. And I don't know what time that is in America, but it's worse and better than our time, I guess. Because
probably.
Sunday.
Like, it depends on your view. Are you an early morning person? In which case, The EU time is pretty good because it's 7 a.m. It's 11 p.m. PTT. So if you're a night person, the American time is better. But anyway, this Sunday/Saturday, depending on your time zone, because of course it'll be Saturday for America, Sunday for us in Europe. At least most of America, I'm guessing. Is there a time zone later than PDT in America? I can never remember.
Yeah, there's Pacific, and then it goes up with Central and Mountain, and then East Coast, Eastern Standard.
Okay, so for some people, basically look online and convert 11 p.m. PDT to whatever time zone you're in. Is what we're saying. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. We'll find out. We don't know where you live, and I'm happy. I don't want to know where you live.
I'm happy
Please,
I don't know where you live.
please do not email us where you live. We don't need to know that information. But anyway, co-streaming is allowed. The presentation will be included in both Japanese and English text as always, but the audio will always be in Japanese only. But we're going to learn about 6.5 Part 2 and miscellaneous updates. Woo!
Ooh.
And that means buy our stuff. But buy our stuff, basically. It's going to be buy our stuff.
We're gonna add another recolored ARR set of armor to the shop.
I heard that a lot of people hated that. That's the Shiva armor that went on sale, right?
Yep. Like I say this as Shiva's biggest fan. Like literally, Asael is like my favorite character in the game. It made me sad.
That's a shame.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
And I bet you can't even dye the one you buy from the Moogle station versus the one you can actually get in the game.
You cannot.
What? Wow.
It is separate pieces though, so it's not like the Gaia ones where it's just all one piece. So that's nice. That's like the one good change they did.
And you know what? I bet it's not even gender unlocked. So I can't even buy as much.
It is gender unlocked because it is a recolor of a ARR set of armor that is gender neutral.
Well, maybe I'm gonna have to buy it at some point. The fact that I want more character outfits that are gender unlocked. I mean, wouldn't my Lalafell look really cute dressed as Gaia?
Yes.
See? So I'm gonna have to buy it just.
But you can't dye that one, and it's only one piece.
No, but I'm just saying the fact that I'm gonna have to buy this Ice Hearts one to wear on my male character just to show that I want more unlocked outfits for my male character.
Yes. I don't know if those ones are gender unlocked yet.
I don't think so. I think it's all still completely locked off. I think.
We can't have dudes looking like a goth girl.
Aww. But why not?
I mean, we absolutely need to have that, but it's probably not going to be anytime soon.
I'll ask next month. Okay, I will ask at FanFest. I will go up to Yoshi P myself and ask. Why can't I dress as Gaia?
Please gender unlock all gear already.
I know they're trying. I know they've been taking their time over time. But my issue with that is it was nice when they announced that, but then they announced stuff after that announcement that were gender locked. I'm like, if you're going...
Yeah. Like, every patch, we get a new ungender locked thing, or gender locked thing.
It's like Vera and hats. I'm sorry, Paul.
Yeah. Or honestly, my least favorite thing, and the thing they need to add, is a toggle that lets you pick between, like, when the same set of armor has a different look for men and women. Let you toggle between the two, because sometimes I don't want the female set. I want the dude look because it looks like it fits my character better. Please let us have a toggle.
That would be nice. Or just give us two sets of gear like they used to do back in the day. So that way you could decide yourself. That would be good too. Though I know I think that's also because of a limit in the... If I'm rightly, they're actually running out of space in the armory. Like, actual physical space. And that's what caused it at one point. Like, the database itself was getting full. so they had to stop limiting what they could put in the armory.
God, once they get all that old spaghetti code out of there, this game's gonna be. I mean, they've done a significant amount of work with it, but God, it's just gonna get better over time.
So yeah, the live letter. I'm excited. We should see the Alliance raid, new dungeon, new trial, new story. I know, big shocker about the story, and we never see that in patches normally. I think we're getting another
story.
I think we're getting another Criterion dungeon, right? I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that'll probably be in the 0.5, but they'll tease it here.
Well, no, I think it might even be in the 0.51. We'll see. We'll see if it's in the 0.51 or the 0.55. I think it's going to be more likely the 0.55, but I think we'll also see the Fall Guys crossover in the 0.55 because they're probably going to wait until the big patch of dead content before they add. Sorry.
I am so excited to play Fall Guys with 14 snapshotting. I'm going to be so good at that.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait for it.
Oh, I can't wait with my latency.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is, like, I have learned, like, some of the, like, Savage fights, I know the snapshot timings so well that I'll, like, run inside of the tank buster as soon as it snapshots so I don't get hit. But the tanks just start freaking out. Like, cause sometimes it's fun to spook people.
Make them spook.
I mean, I
don't have big brain. I don't know snapshots. I just hope the best. Yeah. Just hope for the best.
I've got weird brain. There are things like in 11S, there's a mechanic where he jumps to like the person who's tethered. And the damage snapshots right at the end of the cast bar, but where he jumps to doesn't. So if you don't have the tether, you can just run out as soon as the as soon as the cast bar finishes and be all the way in the next spot for the stack that you need to do before the damage even goes off and you still take the damage. It's so good.
I wish I had a brain like that. I wish my brain is filled with mush.
Mine too. I just use random luck for my ways to do raiding. Sometimes I'm just lucky with latency. Then sometimes tank. I still. Fun fact. Anyone remember back with See, I do stupid stuff that I used to be a monk in Omega. I think it was the Mega tier. You know the one where the robot comes down and switches phases?
Yeah.
Yeah, our healer, when we ever got rep healers, they used to hate me in that because this was when monks still had grease lightning, with the timer, and you couldn't use
grease lightning.
Me too. You didn't have formless strikes to keep the thing up. But if you had Riddle of Earth, so if you took damage, you would keep grease lightning. I found out that grease lightning wouldn't last long enough for the transition of when it switched when it flew up in the air and came back down and then did something else. I found out it didn't last long enough, but it was only slightly too short. Like only slightly. So I learned the strategy of the wall doesn't kill you. So I would pop Riddle of Earth, and just before grease lightning wore off, I'd run into the wall to hurt myself to proc Riddle of Earth. So that I kept my grease lightning stacks.
I miss when Monk was good.
But this would give you a paralyze that the healers would have to Asuna. So any random healer just saw me dash across the field into a wall. No context.
Oh, perfect.
I fucking like that. It was like, monks, I remember when you were good. All monk mains right now who really like monk. Like, why?
I played monk from 2.0 all the way until the end of until 5.4 when I switched to white mage to join a static. But I played monk forever, and just the new system of the blitz stuff, I miss all my positionals. I miss them. I miss when
I
every
miss-
single button was a positional.
I don't miss that too much, but I miss Grease Lightning. Like, they even made it ridiculously easy in Shadowbringers. Like, you didn't need to get rid of the timer. You just literally pressed, what was it, Formula Strikes, and it would keep the timer. Like, it wasn't hard. It just... and it was still a bit of fun to keep it up.
So I'm leveling Monk right now to get my Mog Tome stuff, because that's how I'm getting my Mog Tomes. I'm just doing it for like doing the leveling dungeons. And how the fuck can you play Monk? All these little things you have to remember. Oh, you do this and this to get this ability. You get this and this to do that ability. Oh, now it's a whole different fucking ability now because you got the moon and the fucking sun, dark and moon or whatever. I was there going, huh?
I honestly think if you also did the I wish if you did the double of the same symbol where you get a less powerful attack, but you still get a decent one. I wish it would also throw a bunny over your head like Ninja.
Oh, no, not bunny. Be something.
I mean, anything to bring a bunny into the game, I'm happy with. So
I would say
like, post another. Hey, you screwed up, and let everyone see.
I would like I don't know. If it was me, I would have a tiny cute pig on the head.
The
The
fact
opposite
that
of-
there is a rotation where you can just hit the same button over and over and over and over again, and it's only like 1.2% different in damage from playing optimally is really weird.
I love Samurai. I think Samurai's better.
But there are some. I don't. I'm gonna say this here. I said it in Mioni's stream, and I'm gonna get cancelled, and I can't wait. I'm gonna get so cancelled, and I can't wait.
Okay, well,
Cancel
you're on
me,
our podcast,
internet.
That's fine. If you get cancelled, I get cancelled at this point.
I have no issues with Kaiten being going away.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. Bye.
No, as a controller player, it felt like button bloat to me.
No, it absolutely was a little bit button bloat.
Like,
And they just added the damage, so it doesn't matter. But
that's it. If they added the damage, but if they either had damage or they had made it for multiple attacks, like if they had made it for 3 or 4 attacks after pressing it once, that's fine. But the fact that you would have to press it before an attack every time you wanted to use it just felt to me like something that, well, if I'm having to press it before that specific attack every time anyway, why isn't this just part of that attack? It's cool and all.
Yeah, it was a nice robotic thing to throw your gauge into, and like once they got rid of it, people were just mad that they had to use other buttons for their gauge spender, and it's like,
again, I understand.
Yeah.
It's just like, to me, it felt like a button that existed because people wanted the button to exist, and not because it was actually a thing that was needed, when they could just buff everyone's damage up and make it like it existed without having to press it.
Yeah. Honestly, like one of my things with it is like, it's like when I play Dancer and I don't have pedal procs, I actually go a little crazy because I just want to hit an OGCD sometimes. And when you go like a significant amount of time without any pedal procs, I just want to, I feel like I'm dying inside because I'm not hitting enough buttons. I just want to hit one more button. Please give me a pedal. Please.
See, I'm a white mage. I just press L1 and left over and over and over and over again. And then L1 and up occasionally when Dire is worn off. I just sit there and glare unless someone needs healing, in which case I sit there and glare.
I just press my key button. Key. I'm crying. I'm crying. Yes, the tears of my teammates. I ain't giving them no heals.
But 6.5, there's going to be a lot of content that we're looking forward to. Also, the Alliance tribe quests. I was going to say the wrong word there because we're not supposed to say that word.
Tribe.
Now. But Alliance.
Tribe.
The Alliance tribe quest, where if you've done all the different tribes up to, I think it's rank 8, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Rank 8.
Blood sworn.
Yeah. And then once they're all blood sworn, once the new Alliance trial, not raid, this is the Alliance trial, think it's called that, right? Alliance
No, it's
Tribe.
the Allied Quest.
Allied Quest, that's it.
Tribal Quest now.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to not say the other word because we now call them just tribal stuff. Yeah. Which I'll admit that's been very tough, being the fact that we've been calling it something else for like 8 years.
And then they were finally like, hey, maybe this is bad.
Yeah. And then I went back to playing 11 recently, and they call it that still. I'm like, oh god, my brain. So.
My brain.
Oh. But
I'm really
I'm
excited for that because
yeah.
I was really disappointed that Shadowbringers didn't have one. I was actually like kind of mad when they were like, "Oh, we just couldn't think of a story to bring them all together," and I'm like, "Really?" Because they're all on the first.
Well, okay. I thought of a story. Did anyone else think of a story of why they all got together?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your story?
Well, let's see. Wow, my brain just completely stopped.
Yeah, it's a great
but it
story.
really just involves, hey, they just need to have a party, and also Weird Mask Guy got eaten by a shark and disappeared into nothingness. Why couldn't he just show up there somehow? I mean, Hildebrand did.
Hildebrand does it too much.
Okay, I was double checking which the tribe quests were again. Yeah, my view was like they all go. The dwarves hold a party because they reopen the pub for the first time, and then everyone gets invited, and the pixies turn up, and the Qatari turn up, and then maybe one of the Qataris gets lost because they go for shinies, and they run off, and then one of the quests is you've got to find them, and to bring them back to the party. Maybe the pixies have gone off to this way we can tie them in a way up together. That way it's an allied tribe quest. The dwarves are holding the party. The pixies learn that the Qataris like shiny things, so one of the pixies makes a trap so that they trick some of the Qataris to sneak off, because the pixies have laid shiny things just to torture them, because pixies like to torture people. And then you end up having to join with a dwarf and work together to try and find the Qatari back. And then the pixies are annoyed because you stopped them from having fun. But then they realise who you are, and everyone has happy times anyway. There you go. Storyline done. It took me 5 minutes.
And it lets you have more time with Feoul.
Yeah. And then...
I mean, to be fair, you could have said, like, Belle, you wanted you to make a statue or something, so you had to get the dwarves, the people from the... What the fuck's it called? My homeland of
Lahi?
Being in truth. Lahi plays
Ratika Greatwood,
because they're a part of thingy. You know, I think you could have done that. I think you could have.
No, if you got Feoul involved, I want them to call you one of the Feoul to call you her little branch, their little branch.
Yes. Oh, my little sapling snailing.
And I want one of the dwarves to then spend the rest of the party taking the piss out of your character, because they didn't really get the reference to it. They just overheard it, and they're already a bit drunk as it is. So one of the dwarves just jokes about it, especially if you're a Lalafell character.
The idea of having a statue just reminds me that no allied tribe quest will ever match the magic of the end of the ARR ones, where every single tribal leader shows up in a Power Rangers montage, pretty much.
I have not
kind of rules.
That is cool. I've only done the Heaven's Ward. I need to go back at some point to do a Realm Reborn's tribe quests. I've never done them.
I mean, they are not good, but the allied quest is great.
I mean, I'm sure they're good now, but back in the day they were horrendous.
Like, they're still horrendous.
No, I meant like
they are absolutely horrific.
Yeah, but now you can fly, is what I mean.
Oh, true, but you still have to do fates.
Yeah, but I don't mind fates. Sliff back in the day, when the game first came out, and enemies would automatically cast heavy on you if you're on a mount. I don't know if anyone remembers that.
Hate
My soul is dying.
So
I
there
do
was
not
that.
like fates. Of the day of Atmas, and you have to farm fates in every region to get Atmas that barely fucking dropped because they were like fucking 2% drop.
And don't be me, by the way.
Fucking gacha game.
Don't be me, by the way. And look where Atmas drop. Don't be a chili, because I spent 6 hours farming for Atmas in a zone that didn't drop Atmas.
Oh no!
I'm like in a link shell. Why hasn't this Atma dropped? They're like, where are you? I'm in this zone. They're like, you do know it's the other zone. I'm like, oh.
You what?
Yeah, I think I think I was farming for Atmas in Costa del Sol at one point, and Rambrania doesn't have Atmas. I'm like, I've been here for hours. Why isn't the Fate dropping any Atmas? So you have a Shroud, Chili. Oh, okay. Oops. Don't be me. In fact, that's a life lesson. Don't be me.
How is that a life lesson? Chili is a successful meat seller.
Yeah. No, that's Sausage McContent. Sausage McContent's a successful meat seller.
And are you not sausage content?
Part of me is. Aren't we all?
And there we go. Job done.
For anyone that doesn't know, Sausage McContent is one of the characters we made up in the previous... Was it, or was it a raid? Either way, it exists. And I'm surprised I never got banned for naming a character that...
Do you know who I missed?
What?
Bursa Kunterkrusha.
Yeah, I'm surprised that got allowed.
I mean, there are a lot of things that I'm surprised they allow.
Look,
You still run across them.
I'm still surprised that Lovable Boobable is still allowed.
Yeah.
And has gone through many expansions. Who's currently a bunny boy and not a femro right now because we had to record stuff for the Year 7 anniversary.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was fun. I need to do more stuff like that in the future.
I mean, 200 episodes is close.
Oh god, it is close.
Yeah.
Speaking of
22
stuff, we have got Fan Festival coming up soon.
Yay!
Literally in a month's time.
Yeah.
Me and Chili will be at the EU Fan Fest.
I hope you have fun.
Oh no,
Thank you.
I'm fucking shitting it. I'm bricking it. I have really bad social anxiety, so I'm absolutely shitting it.
Yeah. I'm still sad I had to miss the NA one thanks to COVID at San Diego Comic-Con, so I got to miss getting COVID at FanFest. So I would have
what this says,
been there.
I can't wait to see Chili in a penguin suit, but that's KupoCon.
What?
I mean, I haven't said I'm going to go KupoCon. I am thinking about doing it because it's closer to me than FanFest. Because they're doing a KupoCon in Birmingham next year.
Oh, Birmingham, I was there. I was literally there last month.
So yeah, they're doing it for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
I really want to do the KupoCon in Toronto.
I've done it once, but it's fun, but it's very much make sure you bring money.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, which I didn't know. I was just going because I've only ever really been to a couple of conventions in the past, and none of them were like that. So
I do way too many of them. Like I have another coming up this weekend that's going to be my 11th of the year.
Damn.
See, I live to the north of England, where there's I'm too far from the south to go to those conventions, but not far north enough to go to those conventions. So it's FanFest is going to take me 4 hours to get 4 hours to get down there and 4 hours to come back.
I was trying to find you in your hometown. That's what I said. Not gonna try and find you at.
I'm just going to EGX for free at Birmingham. I was looking. The last time I went to EGX was 10 years ago.
Jesus.
So.
Birmingham was nice, but it was I went there it was so hot when I went, so I was sweating cobs. I did serve a sexy green-haired gentleman. No, you fucking didn't.
But yeah, FanFest. I'm excited. We know that the keynote's on at 10 a.m. And then the opening ceremony. I'm looking forward to meeting Rook on the Sunday. To be honest, that's one of the main things I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, there are a lot of people going over.
Yeah, Llama Tard's going over. I know Brian, Brian Ricardo's trying to get over as well. There's quite a lot of people coming to the EU one for some reason.
I think a lot of the creation people just want to go to as many of them as they can. Like,
I can't say much.
Why EU? You're coming to fucking London.
Yeah, you get. It's expensive.
JP to Japan.
I mean, I can't say much because I've been to the North American Fan Fest more times than I've been to the EU Fan Fest, so...
This is my first one, and I'm fucking dreading it.
It's going to be fun.
Like, I'm still sad that I had passes to Fan Fest that was going to be in San Diego that COVID canceled.
Yeah, I was upset at that one because I was thinking about going to the San Diego one.
I was so upset about that because San Diego is so much better of a city. At that time of year, it's usually like 75 degrees and sunny.
We have
like sometimes it'll be in the hundreds. Like I've had a few San Diego Comic-Cons where it was like 103 degrees outside, but for the most part, like San Diego is a really nice city for an event like that. It's still pretty easy to get to, and that convention center's fantastic.
Well, before COVID happened, the previous FanFest was going to be in San Diego. They announced
that's
it.
What I was saying. I had tickets.
They reimburse you? They did, didn't they, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you had tickets to the Comic-Con, not to FanFest. Sorry. Nah,
yeah.
I wish I could go to America.
It's nice.
Oh,
it's
it
warm.
lagged and posted twice. Yes, it did post twice.
Yeah.
I mean, America is nice as long as you don't need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that beforehand.
I was stuck in America last time for a couple of days because my flight got cancelled. Luckily, I had insurance, but man, that was something. And also, it's more. Why is it cheaper for me to go to America? Why is it cheaper?
That is a good question. It's cheaper to go to America than to London.
Yeah, it's stupid.
London's all right. It's just that everything is kind of contactless right now, and me being from a town my town, they haven't really gotten to that kind of like, they have contactless, but they've never like pushed it. So a lot of people just take raw money, shit you find in your pockets, paper, plastic, metal, But in cities like London and Birmingham, a lot of things are contactless. Like they will literally be saying, okay, look, contact. It's the same for the con. Like a lot of people were really confused, like the people at the stalls when I went to the Insomnia Game Festival. They're really confused. They're like, "Oh shit, wait, you have money?" Oh yeah, and they're like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh well, a lot of people didn't need contactless." I'm like, oh, "Okay." I don't know if that's just because I'm old or I'm not even old. I'm 28. It's weird. I think it's weird. Again, I don't leave. I don't leave my home. Yeah, really contactless a lot here, especially after COVID. Yeah, I understand the COVID part. I definitely do, but we're all vaccinated now, and everyone gets vaccinated nearly every year. Literally the countless variants we're getting of COVID. I am making sure to bring a COVID test kit with us and masks just in case. I'll probably wear a mask just in case, but
I mean, I'll wear a mask
just because I want to hide my ugly face from people.
And I will also be wearing masks because I want to be safe. So there's that. So back to Final Fantasy, I guess.
It was about Final Fantasy. What was about? Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest. Me and Chili will be there. We're also eating at a really expensive goddamn surf place, which I'm looking forward to.
I wouldn't say it's that expensive, Paul.
That expensive? My mum almost had a heart attack just looking at the prices.
Really, I didn't think it was that bad. If you were going to a fancy establishment, I would pay that normally. I don't really go to fancy establishments, but
I'm a lad from Dover. We don't have fancy shit down here.
Right. Okay.
It does look good. I'm getting. I think. What's the thing I was getting? I want to get the the pork ribs with half a lobster. I'll get the lobster mac and cheese.
You're like, oh, it's really expensive. I'm going to go with the lobster.
Well, if we're going to this place, I'm fucking splashing out. I'm hungry. Well, I'm bringing like 200 quid with me, but still.
I'm only going with the Texas brisket. That's what I'm going with.
What? No sides?
Well, I'm going to go with chips as well, but yeah.
Oh yeah, it's my sides.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the type of man who dresses up in a suit to get a Wendy's.
I mean, yeah, I can't say this is expensive and then L'Oreal. You know the fact that I went. I don't know if you know about the start of the year where I ended up breaking my wrist because I fell over. Ended up going into surgery. Right, I ended up going into surgery at the start of the year because I fell over and smashed my wrist. I still because I was supposed to go on holiday that month. I had the holiday booked, but I had to cancel it because of that. Because I didn't want to go away with one hand. It was in Spain, so I didn't know the language. I was going to be walking around one-handed. I'm like, look, I don't want to do that. So I ended up getting everything cancelled. And I used the money to then decide, instead of going to Spain, I went to Sheffield to get Wendy's. So I travelled 8 hours, 4 hours there, 4 hours back to get a Wendy's.
To get a square burger?
It was the delicious square burger.
Mm.
So instead of Spain...
I thought you stayed the night to get the
breakfast.
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. That is perfect. That is perfect.
Bro was committed. He was like, no. Oh.
I even went into the Wendy's with my bag still because I hadn't gone to the hotel yet. With my bags on me, I'm like, I've travelled here from 2 trains and a tram far to have your Baconator.
I have come far and wide.
A Baconator.
Yeah, Baconator.
He loves these Baconators. He does.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you just got to drive 8 hours for a bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
I mean,
though I have now learned that I was very lucky that I didn't have a reaction to it.
Why? Did it have nuts in it?
The buns are made of pea protein.
Oh.
Which, yeah. By the way, peas, I'm not severely allergic to. So, but it's still not a good time. Part. Yeah. Yeah, I'm mildly allergic to legumes. Yeah.
It's good you didn't have a reaction to it.
That would be the worst. It's sort of like how I'm allergic to mushrooms. So, I can't eat at, half the steak restaurants in the world.
Oh, because they have, side of mushrooms, or they use, mushrooms.
Because they love to stick, mushrooms on top, and it's always no.
I'm allergic to a very specific plant in Africa.
Yeah. Well, that's why... if I ever go to a noodle bar, because I'm allergic to legumes, so I always worry. I know I'm not allergic to them, but I always worry about bean sprouts because I'm allergic to peas. So I always, in my brain, I'm like, what if it happens for some reason? And that's why I love going to Wagamama, because if you order something at Wagamama and you've got an allergy, the head chef will cook it separately for you. They've got the head chef will do it all for you, completely separate from everyone else's order.
Are we going to try and find a Wagamama over there?
I don't think there's one nearby, but I've been looking around. There's some other Japanese restaurants nearby that we can try. I was even looking at our Korean barbecue because I've always wanted to try Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue is good.
I have never tried it, and I've always wanted to.
Well,
mainly because I like meat. Put meat in my mouth.
Someone clip that. Take out context.
I mean, that's perfectly in context, no matter what context you like it. Sometimes you just need a big slab of meat in your mouth.
Yeah. So, as Wopsy said, some cheeky sausage. Adding that to my personal collection. Censors, say no more.
Say no more. Say less, buddy. Say less.
Great. Am I gonna have meat in my mouth during the PvP tonight? Because remember, it's Thursday, which means you can go check out the PvP revival. Damn it! Why is my brain forgetting what it's called now? But it's at 2 a.m. BST. Damn it! Why? Hosted by John is Dead. I don't know who's actually hosting it tonight.
I mean,
No, no revival
CG
wings.
Live, put a meat in your mouth tonight, eh?
No, it's just their the random team tournament thing they do.
Yeah, they do it every Thursday. Actually, I've hosted it a couple of times. Thank you again for allowing me to host
I really
it.
need to join in on that sometime. Like,
They do have a good time doing it.
it's the most exciting thing about like only having 2 conventions left this year is finally having like Thursdays free.
Crystalline
soon.
Conflict. That was what it's called.
Yes, the Crystalline Conflict Roulette.
I've got nothing to. Well, actually, no. I've got a busy weekend. Friday, I'm not actually streaming Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, we won't be streaming Baldur's Gate this weekend because one of our friends has got to go, unfortunately, and will not be able to join us. So, which is good because then me and my friend can play EAFC, aka the new FIFA game. So I'm happy.
So wait, are you not streaming tomorrow now then?
No stream tomorrow.
Well, now I guess I'm streaming tomorrow. I learned that here. Now.
Don't worry, I only learned like 4 hours ago, so that's fine.
Yeah. Well, that's good because otherwise I wouldn't be streaming until next Thursday.
Yeah.
So. And as well as it, that means Ribbo can lube up people with grease. It's true.
Oh, I love it that Ribbo's gay. You know, when we were doing D&D, I always thought Ribbo was a bit, a little bit camp, He always liked getting greased up and getting put into holes, and like every hole was a goal. So he wanted to get himself stuffed up chimney, stuffed up pipe. We all saw this day would come.
Lorelai, have you been playing Baldur's Gate at all?
I have like 5 active campaigns that are all completely different from one another, and just I've been playing way too much Baldur's Gate.
I love Baldur's Gate. It is great.
My biggest curse is my stream campaign. I do not quick save or anything, and I only rely on the autosave on tactician difficulty. So there have been multiple times where I've lost an entire stream worth of progress after making an oopsie.
I am not playing tactician. I am playing normal mode because I could barely beat normal mode, let alone tactician. I'm good.
I think our stream one is very close to ending. I think we are like knee deep into Act 3, and it's been quite good. So hopefully we can finish that because I'm starting up a new playthrough on Cyberpunk. I'm really looking forward to that next week.
Yeah.
So even though 2.0 is already out, I see a lot of people already playing so they can play up and get ready for Phantom Liberty. But I'm doing it on Phantom Liberty's release just so I can just keep playing and make it. I'm not making it like it's going to be like every Sunday I'm going to be playing it. But I asked Chili if I can take Tuesday, Wednesday, so I can just play it for a bit to get really into it, and then it'll be like every Sunday. It'll be a not Baldur's Gate. It'll be a Cyberpunk Sunday stuff. So after my raids,
I always cackle with Baldur's Gate just how much stuff is in there, and that like first day streaming it, I made my character just by doing a series of pulls for every single thing, just so I wouldn't get stuck with my usual character. I didn't want to make one of my many D&D characters that I've already played. I didn't want to make my halfling rogue Abacat FKH clubbing up Course of Wixis.
Fucking squeeze me! Did you just put a curse on me?
Abacat clubbing up Course of Wixis. That was my halfling rogue. If you want to know how to spell his name, it's ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOPQRSTUVWXYZ. And then
I honestly thought you were speaking Welsh then for a second. I thought you were about to say the long as well. I'm like, okay.
Do you say it backwards to curse people?
The alphabet. And then there was Roundabout, my tiefling bard, who's just, not tiefling, was my, tiefling bard. And then I had not Smoke on the Water. That was my girlfriend's Tabaxi. Mine was scenery of a nameless island, a tabaxi bard who was totally just like hardcore drug addled all the time, and ended up becoming king of the pirates. I really like D&D.
Same. I do it every Monday.
Like
Talking about,
the
I guess,
adventures of Abacadabra Club Quest of Wixis were by far my favorite because we, like my DM just took us on this ridiculous adventure, and then at one point we get to an old city that's in ruins, and there's a dragon there, and we fight it, and then there's a large explosion, and we wake up back in time in this city that's being ruled over by a horrible tyrannical despot named Abacadabra Club, and the ruler is named the Quirst. And essentially it was just my character that they only knew the sound of their name was like the worst person in the world. And so we killed him, and then there's an explosion, and he wakes up in the future with no memory of who he was. Thus creating a loop.
The end. Kind of reminds me of Remnant 2, honestly. I watched my friends stream and they like completed Remnant 2. This reminded me of Remnant 2.
God, I love
That's a game.
tabletop games. You could do
I
so
like
many
it.
dumb things.
I
Well,
actually set one up
Wow.
for my mum and sister.
talking
They
about
play.
tabletop games, though.
Yeah.
Talking about tabletop games, they announced a Final Fantasy XIV tabletop game that's coming out with full D&D stuff. It looks really cool. There's like a starter book, there's jobs and stuff like that. There's even stack markers. Stack markers. Words are hard now. It's late. Stack markers.
I
you get-
literally want to buy it just for the stack markers and stuff.
I want to buy it, but the issue is if I buy it, I'm just going to be looking at it because I don't have friends. So I don't think I can play D&D with myself. That would be weird.
Yeah, you have no friends. None of us are here. We're all John Cena. You can't see us.
No, I can't play with you like physically. You're not here. I can't be like. I guess
True.
like that's what I mean by the like. If it was a digital version, perfect. Could play that. Physical, unless I buy an expensive camera system and set it up like that, there's no way I can do it.
Oh my god! And then have like robot arms that people could like use to move their characters. Oh my god! I'm an engineer. We can set this up.
Oh my god.
Science.
Science.
But no, I like the dice have little meteor symbols on them. There'll be a standard rule book and a scenario and game master guide also for sale later on. So yeah, I'm most excited for this. I kind of like it. It's cool.
I mean, I want it
Yeah.
just for like the mats and stuff, like the actual like boards and stuff, because you can use them for anything. That is really cool.
Actually, it just
Is
causes
it
extreme
expensive?
emotional damage.
Probably.
No, it's £50, I think, for the whole
Yeah,
set.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, but it's not super expensive for a
Yeah.
tabletop game
No,
like starter kit. Like
because you get
some
the
of
player book,
like,
the game master. Sorry,
an
Karen.
individual D&D book is like $40 US. It's
Yeah, I got 3 of them for £100.
Yeah, with this you get the player book, the game master book, the pre-made character sheets, strategy guide and roll summary, 6d20, 10d6, encounter map, character tokens, and ability markers for £50.
That's
So-
not bad actually. Yeah, that's actually really good.
Like,
Oh, playtime's only 2 hours.
no, I'm above. The 2 hours is the minimum.
yeah, if you can have a tabletop campaign in less
In
than
2
2
hours,
hours.
I mean, I think it's possible.
I mean, I'll
Yeah,
probably buy
I
it, I'm
have
not gonna lie.
done the convention challenge things where they're like, "Hey, we're gonna take you through this little story, and you've only got
Yeah.
like an hour."
As I said, it's possible. Like, it's all pre-made character sheets and stuff like that, so you don't have to make your character. That saves a lot of time. And then
That's the
you-
best part.
No, I'm just saying if you wanted a short campaign, like for 2 hours, it's all made. So you could literally just be like, oh, you have gone on a side quest and you've got to go kill this enemy. And that you could do that in under 2 hours, probably. Like,
It does look good. I'll probably buy it like time or whenever it kind of.
it doesn't come out till like March next year.
Oh, okay, March next year. Oh, that's fine then.
Yeah, it's
I'll
not
be
out
rich
right.
and a multi-millionaire.
It's not out until that next year sometime. I said I might buy it, but it all depends if I want to, because otherwise it's just going to be a box on my shelf, like every other box on my shelf, which I have a lot of. So, is there anything else anyone to talk about before we get into the Rising event?
Cold potatoes are not hot.
Water is wet.
It sure
no,
is.
I'm jealous because you guys are probably going to get the first job announcement at your FanFest, so you get to be there.
Yeah. And I'm hoping it's Pictomancer.
I'm hoping it's the pirate class I want.
Yeah, that's probably the first one they're going to show off.
I
feel
mean,
like, because everyone knows it's pirate.
Yeah, but pirate doesn't fit the T-shirt.
Yeah, it does.
No. When do turtles become pirates?
The vigilantes
a pirate.
and some pirates were vigilantes.
Fair. I still feel that they're artists, and it's going to be a Pictomancer.
If it's Pictomancer, I'm going to be very upset. And if they don't announce that pirates are going to be a class, I'm probably going to quit playing Final Fantasy 14. Full stop.
Well, I don't expect them to announce that until, as I said, I expect the mage to be announced first.
If they don't announce it like at all, and it's not going to be like a pirate class, then I'm probably going to leave Final Fantasy forever.
Ouch. But no,
they have hyped up for me. And if it breaks me, then it breaks me, and I will go away. Yeah,
as Census says, it's probably going to be Corsair, which I expect to be the second job announced, and Pictomancer, which is the first one. Ninja needs a job buddy because it doesn't share gear with anyone. So, and I expect it to be called Corsair, and even though Fantasy 11 has Corsair, I don't expect Fantasy 14's Corsair to be anything like Fantasy 11's Corsair, because that wouldn't work.
My guess for it is that it's going to be like reverse Red Mage, where you're mostly a melee, but then you have a casting combo for ranged stuff. So like Paladin or...
I'm expecting grappling hooks. I'm expecting a floating ghost ship to fire cannons. I expect a cannon. I expect guns. I expect everything. I am a pirate connoisseur. If they do not do this right, well, if they do it at all, I'll be happy because I'm waiting for a pirate class. If I play a pirate class,
I don't expect a grappling hook.
I'm already in talk. A grappling hook to be the dash.
Yeah, but I would say if you got the ghost pirate ship, it was probably going to be your limit break. Your LB3.
Yes.
You probably summon like a spectral cannon or something.
No. I expect us to... That would be an ability. A cannon shot could be an ability. Just proper boom. But no, like a ghost ship either comes in and rams in as the thing. Or it's going to be all hell, fire the cannons!
That's what I mean, yeah. It'll be multiple cannons. Because, it'll be ranged. So, no, it'll be a single target, won't it? It'll be single target. So no, it'll ram something. Since this is, I'm going to slash all the booty.
Yes, I will. I will as well. I love it. I love pirate. I've been waiting for a pirate class to game. The only pirate class there is in any MMO, other than 11, I guess. Corsair.
Yeah.
A gun.
It's more of a gambler than a pirate.
Yeah, and with I think the only MMO that has even a inklage was. Okay, there's two. There was the Outlaw Rogue in WoW, but there was also the one in BDO, which was a kind of pirate class, but it had water magic type of thing. But it had the saber and stuff like that, like the skibbard and all that. So it was kind of like a piratey class, and that's they're the only ones I know. And I'm we need a dedicated pirate class. I'm waiting and I'm come on. And then when they released the trailer on the NA FanFest, and then people are saying, oh, it's got to be a pirate class. And I was let it be a pirate class, please. Pistol, gun, pistol. No, pistol is a gun. Pistol, sword, combarinos, please. Please give me this. I'm if it does get announced, I'm changing my whole persona. I'm still going to be a bunny, obviously, but I'm going to be a pirate bunny. I'm going to sail the seas. I'm already in talks with an artist to change my PNG tuber.
I hope that when it does come, that the only positionals it has are its ranged attacks.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be fun.
Just for no reason other than, oh, you have the ability to run circles around the middle of the boss as much as you want, but as soon as you have to go out.
I wanted to also have an AoE Asuna and call it Scurvy. So it like removes Scurvy and it's oranges. I want that.
Just throwing a handful of oranges.
Yeah, oranges. Like
Yarr.
I play League of Legends, so I've been playing League of Legends for 10 years, and my favourite are build war. I love Gangplank, Alawi's Death by Snoo. I love pirates. Give me this. Square Enix, get in contact with me. I'll make the class for you. I'll do all the balancing. Shit, you can even pay me in pizzas or oranges, and I will do this. But I will need help like with coding in that because I'm stupid when it comes to that.
Look,
I
just
you
want
a robot, but I can't make you anything else.
Look, I just want Pictomancer, and then I want to cosplay Sai from Naruto. That's all I want to do. I want to be tiny Sai, and I want to paint wolves to kill enemies.
See,
It's
that
gonna be
sounds
the
cool.
best.
Like, Pictomancer does sound cool, but pirate. They're probably going to save that for Japanese FanFest.
Yeah.
Even though most pirates were European, but it's fine. It's fine. We don't want to go into that. But yeah, history. We had pirates, but mostly we're England.
I don't know if you ever played 11 Lorelai.
I just want to
I
draw
did.
pictures while
I
playing.
played 11 for like a decade.
Yay! I'm not the only one.
I'm getting forced to play 11
Yeah.
after we come back from FanFest.
Well, not right away, but yeah.
So
Yeah.
I missed
excited.
the original days of 11 when like I used to make a boatload of money on fire crystals because I was the only person in America that didn't jack up the price. And when the game first launched, you always knew what region was the most active because the US is constantly trying to undercut each other, and yet Japan, it was when the Japanese servers were or Japanese players were most active. It was 2,000 gil, constantly and consistently.
I still remember, for some reason, Scorpion Harness one year on my server, like went up in price like crazy because someone decided to buy all of them and then put them up at a stupid price. Like,
yep. I still just like. Back in those first years where there was just the one server, it was always really interesting.
Yeah, someone decided to make the Scorpion Harness go from 2.5 million gil to 25 million gil one Christmas.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so everyone made a load of money, and then the high quality was 50 million. He had the high quality. Oh,
gotta love it.
I need to go back to it. I've been re-leveling stuff on it again. I've been going through the campaign again. I took a little break because of Baldur's Gate 3 and Pharmacy 14. Because I still need to finish all the tribe quests so I can get ready for the Alliance one.
Tribe.
So.
Yeah.
Tribe. Sorry, I love just the in Baldur's Gate near the Goblin camp. You got that one like ranger where they get drunk. It's like tribe. So, I love it. Tribe. I love that. Sorry, we're getting off the Baldur's Gate again, but.
Look, it's not hard to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I still remember when I got seduced by a troll last night.
I mean, that was hot.
Yeah, I was like, what was it? I seduced the troll by saying like, what was? I can't remember what happened exactly beforehand, but I'm like, I said something like trying to seduce them, and then they responded with, "If we weren't at war, little man, you would have had a good time."
Man, why can't a woman say that to me or a man?
Ribbo just has that charm, okay?
Oh my god!
Scary charm.
You ever once squashed halfling?
Andy, I'm gonna get my phone and send that to you, Paul. 1 second.
What? It's gonna say what? What am I getting sent?
I have no idea.
No, I just took a picture of the conversation we had on the stream.
Okay, I was like, I can feel that. What am I getting sent now?
I'm gonna send you squashed halfling from.
I like squash halfling. So I'm like,
No, sorry, orc, not troll. Never mind.
so I yes. Okay, orcs, you know. Oh, wait, okay. Orc. Orc women still big?
Oh, a lot of people are big compared to Ribbo. So
Yeah, to halflings, yeah. I mean, I play because I join another streamer on Mondays called Nicky the Tiefling, who are trying to get to
they get
150 followers. They're quite nice.
I put in show stuff. You can view on the stream, by the way. We streamed it yesterday, so you can see the VOD still. But yeah, that's what happened.
Wow. I can't bring it up on stream because it'll just take me ages.
Yeah,
But it's quite funny. I can put in the chat. If they want to see it.
well, I didn't put it in just because people didn't want to be spoiled because it's in Act 2.
Yeah.
Don't get spoiled, guys. Yeah, you know that's it.
God.
You have to message. You have to message Chili directly, like DM him, and he'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send you the message.
But like I'm playing a gnome barbarian called Millie who just throws shit. I've been throwing bodies. I've been throwing a spear. I'm just throwing everything. It's great because it's fun to throw shit as a small person.
especially goblins. I'm really quite enjoying my barbarian playthrough, where I went through the entire goblin camp without swinging my sword once because I was just throwing goblins at other goblins.
I was throwing goblins. I was throwing a random chest I keep with me. Because I'm like, yep, just throwing chests so by me.
Sometimes you just gotta throw someone into another dude.
And with the feet Tavern Brawler, and it adds your strength modifier to it. It's like, have you got a ring that does more throwing damage? I'm just saying. They want to throw stuff.
Ribbo has a ring that makes him invisible, and a ring that makes it's invisible and blink, and then he has a necklace that does AoE healing. So he I've also got Misty Step boots as well. So
you see when you turn your monk into a support monk.
Yeah. That I use on my own monk because he supports himself.
That's what you need. You always need to support yourselves, guys. Remember, support yourselves. I was about to say don't support others, but I think that kind of counteracts that.
No.
Support yourself to support others. There we go.
Yeah.
There
Remember
we go.
You can only help other people if you've made sure you've helped yourself a little bit. Like
help yourself first and help other people.
Yeah. And that's what we learned today.
Don't come to us for life choices or life.
Please don't.
Life
we can tell you that we make like bad life choices.
Yeah.
We're content creators. There's the simple question. That's the simple answer to all of that.
But Moogle around was not a bad situation. It was a great situation.
Yeah.
We just trusted the wrong people sometimes.
So
that almost tried to kill Chili.
Yep.
Assassination, I say.
But I guess we should talk about the Rising because we've been away a month and the Rising event's going on right now. I thought it was really cute, but it's still not anywhere close to one of my favourites. Lorelai, what did you think of the Rising event?
The Rising has always kind of been one of my favorites of these events, and I finally got around to it the other day. And it just continues to be cute little stories of like that are fun without being too deep. And then you just get that really heartfelt thank you from Yoshi P at the end, which I still think it would be better if he showed up as his Lalafell to thank you.
Yes, please. That would be cool.
Because
we already have that Wandering Minstrel in the game for picking stuff up. I'd rather the Lalafell.
Yeah. I associate Yoshi P with his Lalafell, not in Minfilia's outfit, not the Wandering Minstrel. Like, I know the Wandering Minstrel is Yoshi P, but, like, I just love that little Lala and its pigtails.
Also, remember you can go see 1.0 Minfilia still. I think she's back again, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The NPC that sells you fireworks is normally the model that they use for 1.x Minfilia. So you can go see the original Minfilia.
Do you know what I still love about Minfilia? Her outfit you get off the mug station still gives you big boobs.
Yep.
Gives you bigger boobs.
I can't remember what outfit I found recently, but I did a dungeon recently. I think it was in Brayflocks. Because I was trying to farm up the Dark Light gears to wear the Dark Light gear to talk with Yoshi P. And I've got an outfit, and there was a pair of trousers that gave my Lalafell a big bum. Like near style bummage.
Near style bummage.
I don't know if that's a word.
It's your duty to grow that booty.
Yeah.
That good bunda, innit? Good bunda.
Gotta get that big old dumpy.
Where
Ooh,
did I?
girl, you got a dump check. Woo.
How did I get this?
Oh my God! Look at her butt. It is so big. She's like one of them rap stars' girlfriends.
Why did I start this?
It's your own fault.
I know it is. That's why I said, why did I? I'm not blaming anyone but myself. I will take the blame.
Look, sometimes there's just a little big dumpy on your mind.
Now I'm picturing my Lalafell with a massive dumpy and it scares me. The only good thing about that is if he gets pushed over, it just bounces back up.
It's like an airbag.
Defense mechanism.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Well, this laughter is making me hungry again. Damn it.
And it's 1 a.m.
Is it the
So
laughter or just talking about the big dumpy?
Oh, big dummy. Eat those ass like groceries.
well, should we say a little from column cheek A, a little from column cheek B?
Oh my God.
So I know we should talk more about the Rising event, but please go check it out. I know it's still a lot of people still haven't finished yet, so maybe we'll talk about it more when on the next episode.
Yeah, look, even I finished it.
Yeah, but I only
Apparently, have you finished the second quest?
I have not
for
yet.
The frame. Apparently, they're permanent.
Yes, that will be a permanent quest.
And that made me happy because I was worried they were going to throw that out. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but that is supposedly a permanent quest because you have to finish the main story to actually do it. So for new players, so they don't have to worry about finishing the MSQ, because you have to actually finish 2.0 to do the quest line. So they made that a permanent quest. That's with Lalafell Louisois, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lalausois, as one could call it.
Lalausois.
Yeah, Lalausois.
Wanting
Now that
to
just
write a story about Louisois. Like, Grandpappy, your story's gonna be told.
oh.
Back in my day, we used to sacrifice ourselves for the Phoenix, both up and downhill on our way to work.
and through snow and fire, and we woke up in cold sweats.
Every day, and I never missed a day of school.
Even if the school was on fire, and not even a school.
Oh God!
Oh, back in my day. See, I can't do voices. My voices always sound weird. The best I can do is Skeletor, and that's not even good.
See, I can just do bad accents.
Pass you, He-Man! There you go. There you go. Bad. Oh, I can sometimes do Dalek, I guess. Exterminate. There you go. But
I
those
like
aren't
how
hard.
you said it to the tone of "Get down tonight."
So I was getting hungry. I got some tortilla chips.
I don't have anything. I'm going to go make a sandwich after this, I think. I
What
got
do you mean
some.
Paul is preparing for Mrs. Doubtfire reboot? I didn't do shit. I've been sat here quiet.
Oh, wait.
I was sitting there eating chips. I was hungry.
By the way, I have a box of those in my front room now. Well, they were in the kitchen. Maybe I'll put back in the kitchen. Of the Final Fantasy 14 crisps chips I imported from Japan. I have a box full of them. Though I am still pissed off at them, and I'm not going to end my anger, because I paid for a set of crisps. It says on the website set, and I only got 3 of the 6 artwork. I paid for a set. I want my set. And I didn't even get the artwork that I wanted. It makes me sad. I wanted the Tartaru eating potato chips package. That's what I wanted. That was the one I wanted the most. So, as we start wrapping this episode up, Lorelai, how can they find you? And where should they go?
You got any shout outs? You got any quick snippets of any tips and tricks of the trade?
Well,
how do we get good?
Get good. You can find me all over the internet, Twitch, Twitter, Tumblr, all those places at Judgment Scythe. I luckily have my name everywhere. You can also find my writing and other stuff over at gamesline.net. And yeah, that's me. It has been so much fun doing this. I greatly enjoy you dorks, so I'm glad to have been a part of it.
Thank you so much for joining us. And also thank you to your friends, because I'm guessing that you know these people, Whippet Pulley.
Yep.
And Daddy Leviathan.
Yep. Dade is a good friend of mine. I stream with him sometimes. We just started a co-op campaign of Baldur's Gate the other day. And Whippet Pulley is a fantastic RPer and used to be part of my FC, the Mandervillains, because, you know, we're all Manderville people. So when they announced that the Manderville quests were suddenly required for a relic weapon, we got very excited.
Well, seriously, thank you both for giving us a follow, though. So thank you so much. You pushed us back over to 1,030, so we're back to 1,031 followers. So thank you.
Hell yeah. You deserve it.
Did we lose followers?
Oh, yeah, we lost a couple.
A couple? I feel like 1,800. Not 1,000.
I wish.
1,080.
No, we're at 1,030.
Oh, shit.
Whippet Pool and vending a RP Plaza tonight, Port Bazaar. That's pretty cool. I mean, that's one thing about this game that you... we'll end it with this. That's one thing this game has over a lot of other types of games, is that even if you don't find the content that you might not like that they have made, there are so many different ways in this game to make your own content with the role-playing scene. So even if it's not content they made, you can make your own content with all the different tools and features that they have included.
And that's one of the things I have always loved, and why I've had an active subscription since 1.0. Like, the amount of times I have gone, I am a little burned out, I need to do something different, and I've just done something different in the game. Like, for a while it was RP. Then these days it's going back in and doing my dailies, because I know there are a lot of raiders and whatnot and people in general who are like, I don't like doing all of my roulettes because you run into people who are bad at the game. And I'm like, that's my favorite part, especially when I run into new people and I get to help them experience things for the first time. And you see people like you get Amarat and you die to the first boss a bunch of times, but you see some new person just like in awe at how cool it is. It's like, you know what? I don't mind if I'm dying for an hour. I am seeing someone filled with joy at new things.
By the way,
rules.
With Amarat, I'm going to spoil one of the bosses for you all. Look at the second boss. Look at his face. I swear the giant bird has Louis Suarez's face. I swear it looks almost like Grandpa. Like, if you look at his face...
How do you not know that?
Yeah. I swear it looks like his face.
But yeah, no, it's
I thought it was supposed to.
Is it? I don't think it... I don't know.
It's just really excited to hang out with people who are still excited about 14 and having fun with it. And
oh, yeah.
Knowing how to have fun and still, like, criticize things that need issues, like putting your sales clothes up on the store for $18.
My view on this game is you can dislike it as much as you want, but the team behind it have shown how much they have for the community, and they do whatever they can to provide stuff for us, and they try as much as they can. They might screw up sometimes, and that's fine. Guess what? Everyone that's working, they're a human. The humans screw up.
Yep.
Like,
you just gotta have more respect for one another. No dismissiveness. Just have fun.
And don't feel like you're committed to playing either. Like, if you aren't having fun, as we've said, just go play something else for a little bit, and then you'll get the urge to play again. Trust me, that's what happens.
Yep.
Okay.
Game fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's all I can add. That's all I can add. You guys did it while I was saying, they did it.
And on that note, thank you all for listening. We'll be back in 2 weeks with hopefully Celestia and Kitty. I think that's our next guest. So I'm looking forward to talking with them. I'm just going to make sure.
Ooh. So that'll be on the 5th, and then our next one is the 19th.
Yeah, so that means we're not going to have the 5th is going to be the 5th is going to be our last and first podcast in October. So
is it? No, we're not doing one on the 19th.
No, because I'm going to be too busy panicking and getting ready for the 20th, because I'm be traveling for 4 hours at 8 a.m. in the morning, Paul. In about 6 hours from now, I'll be starting to travel. 6-7 hours. So no podcast on the 19th.
We could do it earlier.
No podcast.
We could do it a day early. We could do it a week early if we wanted.
So, yeah, October 5th is our next podcast. And then we'll be taking a small break until November. So, well, almost November, because it'll be like, what? Where is it?
I mean, we can just do it when we come back. We can do it on the 26th. We can do a podcast on the 26th.
Like, yeah, so said though, like November-ish, because it'll be like the last week of October. Like October 26th. There'll be a podcast on October 26th. So, there you go, everyone. We've planned everything while we're live. Thank you everyone for joining.
Or someone that was at FanFest as well.
Yeah, we will try and get someone that was at FanFest. Thank you everyone that joined us. I hope you all had a fun time. Thank you again to our wonderful guest. Thank you to everyone that's joined us in chat. Also, I see, as I said earlier, we talked about PvP. Go check out the PvP event on Diablos at 2 a.m. BST. Translate it to your local time. The event is a lot of fun. So many cool people, and I've hosted it a few times. So I might be biased. So I'm just going to say that. But I am. Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you all. Have a good evening, good time, good evening, morning. Have a good time zone. Until next time, goodbye.
Ta-ta for now.
Bye-bye.